Yeah, it's on.
Okay, today I'm going to teach y'all how to make healthy, nutritious omelets and a nice little breakfast. In our case, it's going to be brunch with very low-fat, low-calorie, low-carb alternatives. So we're going to do a 3-egg omelet, and I've printed out the nutrition information there. It's on the counter for anyone that wants to see it.
What does eggshell consist of? Is that carb or?
That's actually calcium. It's actually calcium, and I'm giving calcium for free to anyone that wants it. It's not included on your nutrition sheet. Okay, I'm using almond milk in with my 3 eggs. About 1/3 of a cup. Almond milk has extra vitamins, more than regular milk. It's not got as many calories or carbs, and your system can digest it easier than regular milk. I'm just putting the eggs together, cook it with a little bit of milk. I add chives to mine just to give it a little bit of an onion flavor. That way I don't have to chop up onions and stink us out of here. Got some parquet spray. This only has, let's see, 5 milligrams of sodium is the only nutritional content that this has and adds to anything. Look, it's hot. Okay, so that was a little much. This is what we call technical difficulties. Alright. Sorry guys, let me just clean up this little mess real quick. A little bit, maybe. Okay, so our first omelet, we're just going to do eggs, because if I put anything in here, it's going to be worse. Our second one will add some vegetables. So while that's cooking, let me go over with y'all. I don't know how many of y'all choose a lot of greens in your diet. If you choose a green, you want one that's actually going to give you some good calorie content. Spinach is one of the better greens that you can get to fuel yourself. A lot of people use lettuce. Lettuce is basically empty calories. It's not got the same vitamin content spinach or kale or mustard greens or any of those have. So if you have a choice between spinach and lettuce, spinach is always going to be a better choice. There's really not a taste difference, especially if you're eating it raw. The mushrooms, of course, are always a good choice. You're getting a lot of your minerals because it's close to the ground. Soaks up a lot of iron, zinc, magnesium, which of course makes us healthier. Let's see how we're doing here. What we're also going to have with our omelet today is we're going to have a half a banana and a nice little thing of yogurt. Y'all get to pick which kind you want. We have strawberry, banana, and peach. Believe it or not, they're just like little shot yogurts. You get the flavor. You also get your probiotics for your tummy, help you with your digestion. And the more whole foods you eat, the better you're doing. With today's eating habits, we eat a lot of processed foods, and the preservatives, all the additives, to keep it from settling down, also to keep it from going bad on them when they're shipping it out. We're getting a lot of junk that's causing all kinds of issues. So the best advice that nutritionists are giving people nowadays is to go back to your basics, your fruits, vegetables, things that haven't been messed with and processed. Making it for a spatula. I forgot the spatula. Just place this on.
stuff. I don't know.
I'm not sure.
It doesn't matter if it's all caramel.
Doesn't have to look pretty, it just
That's
tastes
right.
good, right?
It tastes the same.
Just worried
I just
about-
never thought of doing the waffle iron with an egg.
I had never thought of it either.
I just saw it on some
She said
foods
that to me, and I was like, why are you gonna do a waffle iron? Get it brittle.
When,
Yeah, too.
when y'all are choosing
But it-
cheese, it's easy or to find regular cheese, whole cheese. However, it's healthier if you'll go ahead and get the low fat. There's no reason to just, there's no difference in flavor between the whole cheese and the low fat. You're just eating calories for no reason. Okay, the first omelet goes to who? It's a no veggies omelet. Well, then this one can sit here,
Okay.
but
How many minutes do you need this?
I've got to have 10.
Okay.
Well,
I thought she said 5.
Okay, all right.
If you throw a piece of spinach on it.
Okay.
Tomato.
That would make it some veggies.
Well, they're just not cooked
Yeah.
inside.
They're just not cooked inside. It'd be fine.
And I like them fresh anyway.
So it's like a little salad on top of your omelet.
Yes.
There you go. I'm going to need, during the course of this video, if y'all have any questions, I have to have at least 3 questions asked during the video.
Here's one for you.
Okay.
What is the difference, or what do you think the difference is, like kale? I cooked with kale for the first time this weekend. I don't know that much about it. Can you explain a little bit about maybe its nutrients or something? Do you know?
I'm not as informed about kale, not because I don't need to be, but because I don't like it.
Oh,
Personally,
okay.
the flavor of it
Have you-
fresh. I've
But
tried
have
it
you
in
cooked?
smoothies.
I cooked it in soup,
I haven't cooked with it because
and
I tried
it's
it
not
in-
bad. It doesn't
Really?
taste.
I probably need to try that. The only thing I know is, while spinach is the greater, as compared to lettuce,
Oh, yeah,
kale is
definitely.
much better than spinach. Spinach also stops you from intaking some of your irons and some of your other nutrients when you eat it. So you have to keep that in mind, especially if you have kidney problems. There's a possibility of you causing yourself problems if you eat too much spinach.
Okay, and I think I saw something maybe on kale that said something about it helps you absorb some of those things. I haven't read too much up on it, but I was
The
just,
kale does, yes.
Yeah.
It does.
I was just kind of curious. Your
I've got it
opinion on
in
it.
my booklet, and I'll look that up for you.
Okay.
Let's try this again.
Maybe less milk this time.
Yeah, you're right. That's probably what I did different, because I measured it
My
at
mom
the
always just
house.
uses a splash. I mean, of water usually, but just a splash.
Do you use water?
My mom does, yeah.
Really?
Is it? Yeah, I've seen water. Makes it fluffy.
Omelets was the first meal I ever cooked. I was 6 years old the first time I cooked an omelet. And from then on, I was responsible for cooking omelets all the time. I was responsible for cooking at least 3 to 4 meals in my house by the time I was 7 a week. So,
I was a little older when I started that, having to do that too.
did you?
Yeah, I was probably about 11 or 12. It's probably why we still cook, Michelle.
It probably is, and we're good at it. So,
I don't know about that, but
My mom didn't make me do that, so
yeah.
I don't cook.
did you have to mug out the stalls or anything?
Well, sure we did.
Yeah, see, I never had to muck stalls,
Yeah,
but I
me
had to do the kitchen.
Yeah.
We didn't have any
Well, sometimes
stalls.
that was like mucking out stalls. wasn't
Yeah,
it?
it was, wasn't it? Especially if you have a brother or anything.
My
God.
dad wouldn't let us in the kitchen.
Really?
Your dad.
My dad is.
Has to do the
He's
dishes.
very
That's
picky
all
about
I
his.
do.
Well, I take that back, he let us in it to do the dishes.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, that's
That's
different.
what my
The hard
parents
work.
did. I
But
never
that was it.
done.
He's afraid you'd burn yourself or something?
No, he just does not like people in his
Did he
kitchen.
cook?
Mhm.
Oh, he cooked, okay. Well, I know grandmothers in the house, they won't let the grandkids close to the kitchen, so the grandkids don't ever cook because grandmother would never let them in the kitchen.
That's
Mine
right.
in the kitchen all the
See,
time.
that really influences you.
It does. We were always really encouraged to cook. However, we were encouraged to cook the wrong things, I found out in my nutrition course. However,
We're probably really good at those, aren't we?
what?
All the wrong things.
Yeah, I can cook some soul food you would not believe.
Mhm.
So, what's the you know, everybody says high protein, high protein, high protein. What's the truth about all that?
Well, the problem is, there's so many gimmicks out there that it's easier to throw it all away and start fresh with new information than it is to go off of this commercial or that advertisement. Because you don't just need protein, and you do need carbs, and you do need calories, and you do need some saturated fat in your diet to be healthy. So by cutting out all those things, you're actually crippling the rest of your system, and then your body starts making it up what it can on its own. You know, it will start taking it from other areas, such as your bones and stuff like that. So you want to provide all the nutrients.
What's
Not
a
just one or two.
good mix for a meal?
It's 33% is supposed to be your calories, with less than 15 to 20% of those from fat. You want to get at least 25 to 30% of your vitamin content. Your proteins, you have to get, I believe it's 60 something a day. I can look that up. To have a healthy diet. You just don't want to. Almost done. Just want to get those edges done. Okay, I think the next one's going to be a 2-egg omelet. Because even with the milk reduction. See, my one at home is a little bit larger than this. So, that explains some of my technical difficulties, but not all. And can you imagine what they're going to say if they come in the meeting after this? What's this? No, what is that?
You're at 12 minutes. You want to get somebody to kind of give you another question, maybe?
Anybody got any other questions?
What do they say about portion sizes?
Portion sizes should be, you do not want to eat more than your body can handle. Most of the time we overeat, we over portions. Just have a full plate. We're all raised on the full plate principle. What I do at my house is we have small plates. I don't buy the big plates. So that they can have a full plate with a lot less junk on there. And they've proven over and over again, after 15 minutes you're full, period. Doesn't matter if you wolf it down 3 plates full, or if you eat just an omelet, you're going to be full in 15 minutes regardless. Okay?
Very
So
good.
you can stop it for me.